guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, it's your girl Miss Fina. If you're a returning subscriber, you my friend, you're my best and you don't know it yet. Thank you so much for always vibing with me, and kindly remember to like, share and subscribe. And by the way guys, thank you so much for 1000 subscribers. And I just have a question for you. Did you miss me? I really missed you. For the past, I took 1 month hiatus from social media, mostly YouTube, because I had some changes here and there in my life. But of course I'll make a video about that and I will let you know. I got a transfer from my job, I had to move cities, I had to house hunt and all that, so I just had to take a little bit of a break from you guys. But I am back with a lot of content, with a lot of interesting content. So let's get started. So today guys, we're going to do a sit down video, so let's do this together until the end. Kindly remember to like, share and subscribe. You're free to leave your comments down in the comment section and tell me how this video was, and I'm really hoping you're going to vibe through this video. So guys, on our topic today, we are going to talk about attachment styles. Okay, one thing that got me to this topic, or rather one thing that got my attention, whereby I get to learn more about the attachment styles, is as we grow up, we get to a point in life where we just want to know more about ourselves. And why am I always this way? Maybe why am I always so angry? So I know you're asking yourself, what are attachment styles, or what is attachment styles? Attachment styles is generally the way we connect with other people based on how we connected with our caregivers when we were young. So you don't really realize about this, or rather you don't really come to learn about your attachment style unless you start doing some research. And that's how I came to learn more about attachment styles. The reasons why we're getting to learn more about attachment styles is generally to just be more compassionate to our inner child, or rather the things that we went through when we were children. It's not the best, but when you get to learn more about attachment style, it just helps us to be more compassionate. It is a start of unlearning a lot of things that we had. Maybe we thought we need to hold them for long. So it's also a start of unlearning a lot of things, and it is a process. It's not a one-time thing, it is a process. And then another thing is it helps us to understand better our workmates, our friends, our partners, our parents too. So it just gives us a better understanding of our surrounding and the people that we relate with. So it gives us a better understanding to our partners. It helps us show compassion to our partners and also to us. So let's get started there. So friends, we have 4 types of attachment style, and that is secure attachment, we have disorganized attachment, we have avoidant attachment, and we have anxious attachment. So I am going to tackle one by one and get into the nitty-gritties about these types of attachment. Kindly remember to leave your comment down below and feel free to tell me anything. I hope you're going to learn more about the attachment styles and try to find yourself and the type of attachment style you have. So let's get started. So let's start with the disorganized attachment. So our first attachment that we are tackling is the disorganized attachment. So these are people who want to be close and at the same time they push people far away. They have fluctuating emotions. Sometimes they love somebody so much, sometimes they just get to a point where they hate this person. So these people have a way in which they want to be close, at the same time they want to be far away from people. They have a problem with setting boundaries and standing by them. So they tend to let a lot of things slide, and they tend to, like, people tend to cross their boundaries easily, and then they experience a lot of trauma. And in most cases, like in relationship based cases, this is a type of a person who wants you to be close, at the same time this person wants you to be far. So it's like they are warm, they are cold, it's a fluctuating, they have fluctuating emotions. And what causes this type of disorganized attachment is maybe their caregiver was abusive, caused by parents who were not maybe there, and they were emotionally and physically abusive. And also the disorganized attachment, these people struggle with regulating their emotions, and then they have a very they have a very strong fear of abandonment, and they struggle so much with their emotions. So, but one thing I tend to tell people with the disorganized attachment style is just to be slow on yourself. Just be slow on yourself. Take it slow. Just take time to how is it called, just take time to learn more about your emotions and how you're feeling it, but then don't bottle them up, because you know the disorganized attachment style, these people suffered more of emotional and physical abuse in their childhood. So these people tend to bottle up a lot of emotions, and that's why when the emotions get overboard, they tend to let them out in a very not so good way. So just be slow to yourself. And sometimes one thing I tell people is it's okay, like just tell yourself, sometimes when things are so hard on you, just tell yourself, that was you, kiddo. You're trying to survive when you were a child, but you don't have to survive right now that way, because you're now a mature person and you can make better decisions. So mostly just remind yourself you had to go through that because you just had to survive as a kid. So cool down, kiddo. It's gonna be okay. So the next attachment style is the avoidant attachment. So as the word goes, avoidant attachment. These are people who are lone wolves. Like they just like being by themselves. They like their space. They just don't really care so much about other people on the outside world, and they tend not to show their vulnerability. That's why they like to keep it alone to themselves. So they tend not to show out a lot of vulnerability to people, and then they tend to feel so smothered by a partner, or maybe by the people who are surrounding them. So they tend to feel so much smothered by their partner. They are lone wolves. They like their own space. They rarely show vulnerability, mostly because I've told you they don't really tend to care so much about what's happening with other people on the outside world. Mostly their life is centered just within themselves. You get it, Yani. So mostly they are emotionally unavailable. There are people who really don't have that much of emotion because they just don't care. I mean, they just don't care what's happening to the people on the outside. It's more of them and their space and what's happening to them. So this type of people, in reality, this type of people, they are called the selfish type of people. It's all about just me and me, myself, my life, my space, my everything. So they tend to be boxed as the selfish type of people. But then today, guys, I've told you we are unlearning a lot of things, and we are learning to be more compassionate to others, because we all have gone through something while we were children, one way or another. It's either a positive thing or a negative thing, but we all have gone through a lot when we were kids. So you know, I think with our current generation, we came to a point where we just want to find more about ourselves, and why are we so angry? Why are we so, like, why are we easily falling into depression? Why are we always giving up on life easily? So when you start to take that path to find yourself more, you start to get to know more information that is outside here. So that is what I am doing right now. I'm just bringing you forth the information that I came to learn about. So we were talking about the avoidant attachment. So that's how it is. So mostly the people with this avoidant attachment style, they were people where their parents were not available to them. Let me say, maybe they have been brought up in a well-off family, or they have been brought up nicely, but their parents were not available. Mostly you could get, maybe they have gone outside country to do something, they just show up once in a while. So you know, they had to create some space for them to just be more comfortable being alone, and that's why I have told you they are mostly lone wolves. So emotionally, the parents were unavailable. Physically, the parents were unavailable. So you get to see maybe parents who were so busy traveling and all that, like work related. You know, sometimes you have parents who concentrate so much about their work, and maybe they just leave you with maybe the home, the person who is taking care of you at home, so you don't have a lot of time with them. So mostly their parents were not so available for them. They wasn't emotionally connected. You know, you only get emotionally connected with somebody who is close to you. So when somebody is not close to you and they are far away from you, you cannot really get emotionally connected with them. So yeah, that's attachment style is the secure attachment. What do you get? What is the meaning of secure? What do you get by the word secure? These are people who are able to identify emotions. They are strong empaths to others. They have ability to self-regulate their emotions, and then they are comfortable with intimacy. I mean, secure is just secure. They feel, when you are close to this type of people, you will also just feel secure because they are strong empaths. You know, when somebody is an empath, they tend to care more about the people who are in their surrounding, and then they have the ability to identify emotions. So they can easily read how somebody feels at that moment. Like if somebody is angry or happy, they easily identify emotions, and then they have a very strong self-esteem. And these people are interdependent. So the people who have a secure type of attachment style, mostly, I think 3/4 of people think they have the secure attachment style, but it's not a big percentage of people who have the secure attachment style. And one thing about attachment styles, and I know you're asking yourself, can somebody have more than one attachment style? Yes, people have more than one attachment style. So you can be a secure avoidant type of person, you can be a secure anxious or secure disorganized. So you can have more than one type of attachment style. So you just have to find more about yourself. So you have to go back to your childhood and dig out and get to learn more about yourself and how you are. So for the secure attachment style, these people were distressed when mom left. You see this type of kids who cry so much when their mama leave, and then when their mom comes back, they are so happy and comfortable. This type of people used to feel, or rather they feel so much comfortable and happy and at peace when their caregiver, in this scenario their mother, is around. Like in their space, when they see their mother there, they just know everything is well taken care of. They don't have to be scared of playing. So you find this type of kid jumping from one place to another, even maybe playing dangerous games which might hurt them, but because in their mind and in their foresight, they are seeing their parent there or their mother there, they feel so much secure. And then this type of people, their caregivers used to express their emotions to them. I love you so much, I am here for you, I'm always here for you. If you feel like crying, baby, cry it out. You can talk to me any moment, you can call me any moment. So these people are always so much aware of their emotions, because since childhood they have had that environment where talking it out and sharing it out with their parent, or rather with their caregiver, was allowed. And then this type of kids who have the secure attachment style, they really don't warm up easily to strangers unless their parent or their caregiver is present, or unless they are given a go ahead by their parent or their caregiver. So one advantage of these people is they are easily to relate with, because I mean, if somebody can read emotions, those are people who you can easily relate with. And then because they are empaths, when somebody is low, they have a way of also being at that point and trying to understand why is this person low. So these people are easily to interact with. I think the best relationships are with secure attachment type of people, because they don't bottle up things. They freely express how they feel and how things are going. So I think the best relationships are best with somebody who has a secure attachment style, because communication was a platform created for them since childhood. Yeah. So the next attachment style is the anxious attachment. Or the ambivalent attachment style. These are people who are so clingy. Is it clingy or clingy? Anyway, whatever it is. These are people who are so clingy because they have this mindset where their needs can be sometimes met or their needs cannot be met sometimes. So easily irritated, they are easily hurt, they can read between lines. And these are the type of people where, like in relationship based, these are the type of people who get so anxious when their text or their phone calls are not answered immediately. You see, sometimes you can text somebody and when they delay to reply, you're so anxious. You're like, why are they not replying on time? What are they doing? And ambivalent attachment style, these are people who are very, very sensitive. Hawa ni wale watu kikanyaga tu hivi kidogo manze kimeruka, like it's bad, it's ni kubaya yani. So they are very sensitive, they are very clingy because sometimes their needs can be met or not, and they are very, very needy, and then they are very, very anxious when a message is delayed to be passed through, and then they are easily hurt, and also they can read between lines. The source of this type of attachment style is the inconsistent support from parents. Inconsistent support from parents. This is whereby you can go to ask your mom or your dad or your caregiver, I need this, and they can give you sometimes, and sometimes they will tell you they don't have it. So it's always inconsistent. That's why they are also clingy and needy, because they know their needs can be met or not be met. So those are the 4 types of attachment styles. I just wanted us to get an overview of the type of attachment styles there are before we go deep in and analyze them, how they affect relationships, how they affect friendships, how they affect our work relations and our work ethics. So generally I just wanted to give it an overview, and I hope you've understood, and I hope that now you have learned something about yourself. So kindly leave a comment down below in the comment section and tell me what type of attachment style do you have, and let's get to learn more about ourselves and others. Always remember to keep it positive. Always remember to be kind to others. Always remember to be compassionate to others. And guys, I told you this is a healing diaries for all of us. This is whereby we just get to unlearn and to also learn new things in our lives. And this is a platform, or rather this is the sector where we just let it all out from our hearts. So just feel free to comment down below and tell me your attachment style, tell me what you've learned, tell me what I might have left out, because I know I have gurus on this platform. You guys, you're my learned friends, jamani. So kindly, if you have more information, feel free to leave it down in the comment section. It is your girl Miss Fina. It is always your girl Miss Fina. And yeah, you can call me Heal Girl if you like, because these are healing diaries. Until next time, for sure, bye bye.